Hey, and how is everybody doing? Welcome back to Rideshare Conversations, and I'm your good friend, Priscilla Victoria. How's everybody doing? My drivers, my customers, and even if you just like watching the information, how are you doing too? So today, I chimed on to talk about self-promoting. Should you self-promote yourself? Should you not self-promote yourself? And what I would like to say is that be your business card. You are your business card. How you present yourself, how you talk to people, how clean your car is. You kind of want to get to the point to where you have to make business cards. You're hearing it so much, so you're like, okay, I gotta go make some business cards. When you're getting that request over and over and over and over again, then you're like, okay, it's time for me to invest in these business cards. And I know now you have physical cards, you have digital cards, and I remember referring back to my first couple of YouTubes. The guy was saying that not to do the business cards since people don't keep them or hold on to them or whatever. So however you choose to make your business card is up to you, but you have to remember that you are the business cards. I cannot make this up. You are the business card. And, we're utilizing the app. And on this app, they really don't tell us like, okay, don't promote yourself. Of course, we know they don't want us promoting ourselves because guess what? They will not get a piece of the pie, okay? They want a piece of the pie. So, of course, they're not going to encourage us to promote ourselves. But the biggest thing is that you're going to get your customers, right? And what I'm starting to notice and what I have noticed over the years of driving is that a lot of customers care if drivers are being paid correctly. So years ago when Lyft started, their module was, oh, we pay the drivers more. So a lot of drivers were, switching over, trying to see what Lyft was about. And again, I started with them. I did it for an entire year before I made my switch. Because there's pros and cons as to saying, oh, come over here, we're paying, you can pay a cheaper fare and we do our drivers better. So a lot of people at the time, I was getting a lot of people saying, oh, well, I switched over to Lyft because the drivers get most of the money. So because of this, I'm going to be honest, a lot of people will want to pay you directly because of this. And it's not all, it's not all the customers, but there are a good percentage of people that are very concerned about us getting our coins. So when you have a situation like that, it is actually better for you. So if you are your own business card or you are a walking business card, guess what? They're just looking for that top tier person to say, okay, I want this person to be my driver. Now, I'm going to tell you something about me. I am not your routine girl. I am not your routine girl. Like, I'm not driving. Like, really, I'm just not your routine girl. Like, I do not agree to pick people up every day. So a lot of times I do get people, they want routine people. And a lot of times I'll tell them like, look, I am not set up or, in my life, I don't want to do that. And that's one reason I like working from apps, because I can choose when I want to work. Like I can choose when I decide to get ready to make some coins, because, it's up to you and you are in charge of you. So setting aside how you choose to make your income and also giving yourself that work-life balance. Now, working from apps, sometimes it has its pros and cons, it has its struggle, because you, and absolutely you, are in charge of how you move. And a lot of people are uncomfortable with that because, they're used to getting up, going to work every day and, being able to, put the time in and then you get paid. Like I said, I'm not knocking that. But even when I was in that outlet, my biggest struggle was making sure that I had something that provided a work-life balance, because at the time, yeah, my daughter was small, and I don't care what type of job I had. My daughter, my family, these are the things that are important to me, that I feel like if something happened, it's irreplaceable. So that is my top priority. Yeah, I got to get out here and make money. But when it comes to, a lot of these companies, they don't give you that work-life balance. You can be an exceptional employee, come to work on time, be there, do your job, get promoted. But when it's time for you to spend time with your family and you're asking for a day off, they give you all these problems. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Like, what type of environment am I in that I can give you all of me, but I can't even give my loved ones all of me? It's time for me to go. It's time. I'm packing up. I'm getting the hell up out of here. So that's one thing that we have to realize in this life, and we have to realize in this world, and even the way this world is set up. And even if you own a business and you have employees, make sure you're thinking about this, because everything that you want for yourself and your family, you don't think that the individuals that are under your bracket want that. And a lot of times, when we're looking at all the chaos or all the chaotic things that are happening right now, we're not realistic. We're not working together, and it's very chaotic. And if we don't work together and we don't be realistic, guess what? We're always going to have this chaos. And now we are where we are. But, not to too much get off the topic, but that is one reason I choose these different types of outlets, because it worked the best for my lifestyle and how I want to set my life up. So if you were wondering why, because I get a lot of people like, oh my God, you're driving Uber, like you should be doing something else. And I'm just like, okay, I'm in transportation. There's a need for it. I had this lady and she was like, you're my Uber driver? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you don't look like an Uber driver. I'm like, well, what does an Uber driver supposed to look like? She's like, well, not you, because you're so, she was like, you're so well put together. And I'm like, oh my God. So that in her mind, every other driver is in her mind, just, everybody has a different concept of how they view different types of work and outlet. And I do get a lot of people that want to do this, but they don't want to do it in their area because they're looking at it as, oh, I don't want to be seen driving Uber. I don't want to be seen doing that. I don't want to be seen doing this outlet. But anytime that you're in an outlet where the coins are flowing, because when I look at it, the coins are flowing. Even like if you're a waitress, I know people that have been waitress for years, and people are like, oh, they're just a waitress. But they're in an outlet where the coins are flowing free enough for them to be able to get what they need and maintain what they need. And even if you want to take it a step further, like I said, in this outlet, keep a business mind. Write down something that you want to do for yourself. Write down something that you want to start for yourself, because this is going to give you motivation. Like, I'm out here doing this. What is my next step? Because when you're in this outlet, you get to decide what is the next step for you, versus as to, okay, I'm on my job. I want to be a manager. I want to be a trainer. There you go up the ladder, but then it stops. It stops right there. And we all get to that point where we feel like we're moving forward, but there's something that stops us when we get to that point. And what do we do with ourselves when we get to that point where we're trying to progress, but we feel like we can't progress anymore? Because some of us are built different. Some of us are creative. Some of us really have what it takes to work independently and be our own creative selves. And I think that's the biggest thing, because we are different. We can create, and all of us create different. So it's your creativity. So sometimes when you're doing something for somebody and you want to do it a different way, it kind of stops your creativity. So when you're in an outlet like this, you can sit down, write your blueprint, write out where you want to go next. These are just some of the things that you can legit think about to push you forward. So when you're in these type of outlets, or you're looking to get into these outlets, don't look at these outlets as a pushover. Because I'm going to tell you, if I want to work a 9 to 5, I've kept the business cards that people gave me. I know that I can make a phone call and say, hey, do you have any openness in some? So again, you are what? Your business card, because you don't know where it's going to take you. So always present yourself in a manner that is professional. Because I'm going to talk about a friend of mine in this video. I know you're going to see this video like, I can't believe that girl said that. But he worked a professional job, and he got into this, right? And when he started driving, you know, he was just wearing, like, I guess regular gym clothes, had some slides in. And I told him, I was like, well, the best thing to do is kind of, you don't have to dress up. You know, I'm a girly girl. I love dresses. You know, I love to look dressy. So sometimes I'm a little bit toned down. Sometimes I'm a little bit turned up. So it's up to you. But he was saying that he went to go pick up his people, right? He went to go pick up his people. He went to go pick up his people, and he felt embarrassed when he got out picking up these business people, and he's in his gym clothes and slides. So that's another thing too. Your target market, the area that you're going to be driving in, you know, when you're in in these big cities, you know, you're going to be commuting a lot of people, and especially you're in a high volume of, a more of a business area, just be business casual, because a lot of times these people will talk to you. They will reach out to you. They may need somebody and be like, you know what? Okay. Wow. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. This is one reason that I do so well in this industry, because I'm capable of making my blueprint and making it work. And even when you make your blueprint, I am always going to say this: it's okay to go back, revise, and take note. I know we don't like to write much of too many things down anymore, but take note so that you can be better at what you're doing. So I don't want to make this video too long, and I probably said more than a mouthful, but you guys be safe, and always remember that you are your business cards, and how you choose to promote yourself is up to you. But as you're promoting yourself, you will see the benefit of being your walking business card. So until the next video, you guys be safe.